Hello, everyone. It's the 28th of September 2025 in the US Pacific time zone. And we would like to welcome you to the book launch of Odette Ricasa's seventh book. It's All in the State of Mind. And so this is a recording for the members and affiliates of the Filipino World Travelers who couldn't join us today because we are in different time zones. But we'd like to welcome you, and we have here as um, our author, Odette Ricasa, to share with us about her book. And they just had a really great lunch event in LA today. So, Tita Odette, tell us more about what has happened over the lunch time, over the last 3 hours. What has happened with your guests who came in to physically be there for your book launch. And now we're joining at the tail end of that event over virtual Zoom. So, yeah, Tita, tell us more.
Yeah, we had about 37 people who attended, and the procedure is, of course, they pay at the registration desk for. It's a good lunch with fried chicken and uh, Cuban Cuban cuisine with the dessert and all that only for $42.
That's
So
awesome.
after registration, we pass the microphone around, and each person introduces him or herself. Let's say I will say Luis Sabas is the I am Luis Sabas as an example, and I have traveled to Europe, and I have my most recent travel was in Portugal, and I have been to also to the countries of Switzerland and all that. And then my next travel will be in Pakistan, something like that. So each
Awesome.
one of them, so it took like maybe 1 hour to do that or more. And yeah, because it was so exciting for the experiences. One had to share her love for cooking, and but she's from Azerbaijan, and then one had to share her that she went to many places, countries in Europe, but then she contracted, uh, not really, she was paralyzed because of something, and her backbone was broken.
Mm.
But she prayed so much, and something happened after 9 months. She was able to walk. Can you imagine
Wow,
that?
that's
Yes, it's
crazy.
really a miracle. Yes, that was something wonderful to share. And for example, Femi, she has a boat cruise, and she does cruises for anybody who likes to travel. And she brings her whole family with her husband, Armando, partner in crime. She calls him partner in crime. And they like 37 in one group of family
Yeah.
all over Mexico or
Mm.
Switzerland, or my goodness, I said, oh, people. And one, she's a retired lawyer. She's been coming to my travel group since I think 1995 or 1996. And she's a retired lawyer. She does the same thing. She Wow, she brings her whole family to every boat cruise that she can bring.
Yeah.
And so I said, maybe these people are loaded, or they just want to travel. I mean, because to bring a whole group of 37 for a cruise, that's a lot of money. Anyway,
Mm.
yeah, and there was someone fascinating also. Oh, she went to Sudan with me, and then we went to Chad, uh, and then she liked the Sudan people because they were so kind, and also Sudan has many uh, artifacts from Egypt. They say
Mhm.
that the pyramids originated in Sudan. That's what they say.
Mm.
So, and then she wants to go to Borneo. And I said, she wants me to do a travel group for Borneo. So there, it was very, very interesting group, really. Of
That's
37.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm I'm
Okay.
so
And
I'm so glad you had a great audience for your, for the lunch, and which also became your kind of a physical virtual book launch. How was the reception you know, of the audience there with you launching your new book? They must have been excited to see the book.
yes, they bought some books, and
That
they even asked me to autograph with my
that's
signature.
awesome.
Yeah, and then picture just the two of us or whoever, just for example, Lou and me, and then Wanda and me, and then they bought the book, and some wanted the ebook, so that is also okay because the book is so heavy. It's like 3 pounds, and
Mm,
it's 10 by 10. It's very big, and but it's because it's colored. Pages are
mm,
colored. Yeah.
definitely. Well, that's good. That's good to hear about a successful lunch and book signing that you've got there in Los Angeles today. So now what we're going to do, so congratulations for that. And what we're going to do now is, as part of this recording, people will be who couldn't make it to LA, and those who will be joined who couldn't make it to the virtual event because of the time zone differences, they'll be watching this to know more about your book. So in this book launch, we will hear you share the heart and soul of your seventh book. It's all in the state of mind, a work inspired a work inspired by your historic achievement as the very first Filipino to visit every single UN recognized country in the world. This is not just a book launch, it's a celebration of courage, perseverance, and the belief that no dream is too big. So, in this next program, we'll be asking you some questions relating to the launch of your book, diving deeper into its stories, lessons, and the inspiration behind writing it before opening the floor for audience questions. So this is the opportunity for everyone in the call here as well who joined us to ask uh to ask you directly, Tita Odette, about the inspiration behind the book. So we've got a few questions. So we'll get the ball rolling, okay? All right.
Okay.
So the first question, what inspired you to write It's All in the State of Mind after visiting every UN country?
What inspired me was that I was acknowledged as a legendary number one traveler, Filipino. I was invited by President Marcos. And that is really, I said to myself, that should be in a book because it's very seldom that uh, I will be called in the inside the palace of the president, and it was such a very, very secret operation. We were not supposed to tell anyone that we will go inside the Malacanang Palace, and even when we were there, we could not say anything. And even when we were in the elevator, on the stairs, even and they asked to inspect our bag, and then we went to be sprayed with, I think, for some chemicals for COVID, to be sure we're not COVID. It was just so exciting that we were sitting there and waiting, and then the president came, and so we marched along, and then guess what? He held my hand, and then he shook my hand, and I was so really, 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 my God! I said, shook his hand. Then when I turned around, all the media was there. Like official newspaper people like Philippine Star and Manila Bulletin, and we were not supposed to say anything. You was just asked one question, one answer. That's it. One question, one answer. Because if you say anything more, you'll be pulled out. I said, oh. So then he asked me, what country have you been that there are no Filipinos? I said, every country in the world has Filipinos. And he really laughed. The president laughed. And then he shook my hand again. And then when we turned around, he said, come here, come here. I said, I cannot, I cannot, Mr. President. I cannot stand. I cannot stand. Why? Because my dress is too long. It's like a wedding gown. I said, I might fall. Then you know what he said? Hold my hand because I don't want you to fall down in front of me. He said, so he was very comical and he was extremely nice. He said, I will read your book. That was
Awesome.
really awesome.
So that was the
Uh,
beginning of the inspiration, right? So when after that
yes.
meeting with the president of the Philippines, how soon did you think, "Oh, I need to write a book about this?" And because this only happened, just to play the timeline, we planned the visit to the Malacanang Palace in January at the start of the year, as soon as one of our other Filipina travel legends, Kashumanda, finished, and we immediately organized for you, Tita Luisa, and Cash to meet the president way as back as January, and we had to keep it secret until we were finally invited to go there. And I had to present you guys in April. And then from there, end of April, when did you start thinking, okay, let me write a book? And then you got it published, I think, in July or August. So that was very fast.
Yeah, because I was already writing my book in the beginning of, I think, 2 years before that.
Right. Okay.
I was interviewing a lot of travelers like
Mm.
Thomas Buelker, who is
Mhm.
the verification desk
Mhm.
of Nomad Mania. And
Mhm.
so I also included I was already writing about my family,
Mhm.
the pictures of my family, my
Mhm.
grandchildren, and by the way, I also paint. I told I mentioned to President Marcos I also paint, and he said, "Can you paint my picture?"
Mhm.
And then so. It includes a lot of myself, and my goal was not to become famous or number one bookseller, but for me, my goal was to have memories of what I did in my life. And I said to myself, my great, great, great grandchildren will know what their great grandma did. And so it turned out to be 398 pages. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole family and my picture with my dad and sisters and travelers and interviews
So
with
tell us
with
about the
uh-huh.
way that the book is structured. So is it about your story, and then you also talked about uh stories of other travelers? How did you what can people expect when they read the book?
Yeah,
What will they
they
read
will
about?
write. Yeah, they will read my stories about my travels, and then I have poems. Uh, it's called free verse poetry, about 35 poetry, also in Spanish, and some some in our language, and also um, the verification desk that Thomas did, and also uh, the cuisine and uh, it's very good. Good. Yeah. So everything was very good, and got it. Yeah. Okay. Let me talk to you after. Uh-huh. Okay.
Wow. So the book really explores, how you became from your perspective, the world traveler. And you told the story did you tell the story when you finished your final country in Iraq and you became the first Filipino to travel all the UN countries in the world? Because this was the first book that you published or that you've created after you finished your last country, right, Tita?
Yes.
Yeah. So you would have told the story when you did your last country as well, did you?
Yes. My Libya and Iran all requested that I hired a tour guide. I cannot go alone.
Okay.
because
And
most
then,
of my travels are alone. I mean,
yeah.
solo sometimes.
Okay. And then you also put in the book obviously the story about the experience leading up to the meeting the president in Malacanang. You put
Yes,
that in the book too.
yes.
Okay, that's great. So yeah, that gives us I guess, a sense of what to expect when people read the book. I guess, is there a favorite story or chapter from the book you'd love to share with us today?
The favorite, there's many favorites. For example, the bad experience and the good experience. And sometimes it goes together. When you travel, you get lost and somebody helps you. Sometimes they show you the wrong way. Sometimes they want a date, saying I'm a single woman. So I think it all comes together in the travel.
Hmm, that's good. That's good. And what message do you hope readers will take away from this book?
Yeah, I want them to, whatever age they are, young or old, to go travel because you never know what is next in life. And just go, go, go travel, whether you have money or not. Just there are couch surfing. Today it's very, very easy because you can Google where you can go share homes and hostels and just live your dream. Whatever you want to do, live your dream and be sure to achieve it with perseverance and be sure to you have a date. For example, you want to travel 30 countries by November. So, uh, did I lose you?
Yeah, we're good. Continue.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So, by September 2026, you want to travel to 3 countries, at least you should do it now. Or if you want to write a book, you do it now. It's not overnight that you can write a book. So just have a goal date and persevere.
That's
Can
great.
I have
It's
one
really,
question,
yes,
Doug?
go ahead,
Yeah, I was just
Stevenson.
amazed the fact that you were being hosted by the president, Bongbong Marcos in Malacanang, for your visits and all that. Would you like to share how did you coordinate it? Because I know that it's not easy to have his presence or being hosted in Malacanang for such matter.
Okay. It was Dondon who initiated the invitation. Correct, Dondon?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he told us if he invited us. So I said, of course, yes, because that's such a big treat.
Okay.
And I guess, Stevenson, to answer that question, well, as soon as Cashew Mandap finished her last country in January, immediately we said, okay, I think it's time that we get recognition, obviously, for our top three biggest Filipino world travelers. So immediately I wrote a letter to the executive secretary of the Philippines and tell them about our group and tell them about our esteemed members. And yeah, and it was a long shot. We were not really sure that we're going to get accepted. But over time, we essentially got a notice from the palace. I think it was around late February that they've accepted our request to have a courtesy call, and they would love to meet, Tita Odette Ricasa as well as the Tita Luisa, you and Kashumandap together to present them to the president. And so we were really excited and we had to finalize all our security details. And by April, we had to fly to Manila. And that's what Tita Odette said earlier. Everything was in secret because we couldn't really divulge anything to anyone except amongst ourselves. But yeah, we were very lucky that there was a really good news story to tell and really Thank you, Tito Odette, for flying over all the way to the Philippines from LA, in such a short notice as well, right, Tita? We had to like,
Yes, very short. Like 6 days we had to go.
it's like, yeah, definitely. Um, I have a question here around how did being recognized by the President of the Philippines influence or shape the way you told your story in the book?
Didn't I answer that?
Oh, I mean, oh, yes, you did. I guess, was there a particular way that you presented the book already? You told your story leading up to meeting the president in the end, right? That's how you showed it
Yes,
in the book. Okay.
yes,
That really, I guess, from what you answered earlier, that really triggered you to finish the book right away
yes,
because you were writing already for the last, you said, 2 years. And
yes,
that's why, as soon as that courtesy call finished in April, what you had, what, 2 or 3 months to pretty much wrap it all up and get it published. It was
yes.
really fast.
Yes.
That's great. That's good. And how did you I mean, did you contact your publisher and say, I've got a book. We'll have to release the book now this year. Yeah, tell us about the process of when you had to tell your publisher that it's now time to release the book. We just came from the Philippines, met the president, and there's a good
Yeah,
story. Yeah.
yeah. She was thrilled. She said, "Of course, you have to put that." And I said, "Give me uh 2 weeks, and I will share with you everything." So I had really to rush day and night. I was writing what, and we were, editing, passing back and forth stories and pictures
Yeah, wow.
with the with the editor.
Definitely. Well, this is nothing new for you, Tita, because this is your seventh book. So you have written 6 books already. So you already know the process of writing and getting a book published. How is
Yeah.
this book different from all the 6 other books you've written in the past? Like if you were to compare what makes this book different from all your 6 other books?
It's different because now it is colored book, colored photos, and it's really my the pinnacle of my travels. And because I'm already 80 years old, 81
Mhm.
in February, and I said I should really give this book a very good chance for everybody to read.
Awesome. Definitely.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to open the floor to other people in the virtual event audience to ask you any questions. Who wants to ask a question to Tita Odette about her book? I think I've seen Bien or Maribeth or Tita Luisa. Any questions? Here's your chance because I've got a lineup of more questions here, but you can ask Tita Odette any question that you want.
I just want to congratulate Odette.
Thank you, Luisa.
Definitely.
Good job.
Yeah, Luisa was the second one to finish. She finished. She was already 82 or 81.
Yeah,
Seven, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, she was
79.
13 in line. Yeah,
I was the oldest, and Odette is the first Filipina who finished at the
definitely.
yeah.
92.
But I did not do what Luisa did so bravely. She went skydiving. I could not do skydiving. I congratulate
Yeah,
her for that.
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
Well, congratulations, Tito Odette, because also, it's not an easy feat to write a book. Actually, as far as I'm aware, like other than the book I wrote, which I also told your story in the book Gala, you're the only other published author that I know of in our global community of Filipino travelers that has managed to publish the book and make it available through, global distribution like Amazon.com, for example. So it is not easy to write a book, as you would know. And I guess, was there any challenges that you faced along the way in getting it through, from writing to getting it published? What were some of the hurdles you had to get through to make sure you finish this book? Yeah.
Okay. What's the question? I'm, you know, I'm still here in the restaurant, but they are,
Yeah.
already, or they are already cleaning up. So,
Okay. What are some of the challenges that you had to face in finishing this seventh book for you? In both in writing as well as in publishing, getting it published.
um,
Yeah, because it's
I
not
don't know.
easy to
I
write a
just
book.
right. I was just working day and night. I think I will I will think of something at midnight or at 2 o'clock in the morning. I have to write it because I will forget it. So
Right.
I had only a few days, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, to really finish the book. And but it comes with, like, with an author, that you really have to concentrate and
Hmm.
move on so that you can finish the book. Otherwise, if you go back and forth, it will never finish. It
Mm,
will it will be a mañana book, like tomorrow I'll do it, tomorrow I'll do it. No, you have to do it now.
I
That's my
know
motto. Yeah.
it really takes discipline, Tita, doesn't it? Like to really finish the book.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you mentioned earlier that you've got people who help you both from your publishing and your editors. Who are the people you'd like to give
Yeah.
thanks in creating the book? Yeah.
Melanie Lear, she's been my published editor for all my books. I like her. And then the authorhouse.com, their management is very
Mhm.
good.
Yeah,
Their management is, one question, they answer you right away. And they answer you to the specific point. They don't go round and round. And so we were able to finish the book.
that's awesome. And it's where can people find the book? Like if people ask, where
It,
can we? Yeah.
yeah, in Amazon.com, but Amazon.com USA does not ship to anywhere, to Asia, or and for example, in United Kingdom, you have to order through Amazon.uk, and in Europe, Germany, you have to order Amazon.de.
Mm,
So when I go home for the ETF, or when I go home for vacation in Manila, I
mhm.
will bring
Good.
some books so that I can give to, or I will put it in balik bayang bag, and I
Yes.
can give to those who would like to buy it, because it they don't ship to
Philippine.
Philippines.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, we look forward to, obviously getting for those in the Philippines to meet you in person, get an autographed copy of the book, and get the copy from you. Because right now, the only way, I guess, that the people in the Philippines can get the copy is either they buy it in the US and get it shipped to the Philippines, or they get it from you when you get there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
Tita, if you can just lower the screen a little bit, the video, so we can see more. There you go. Thank you. Anyone who has any questions from the audience? Uh, for those who joined, we're wrapping up the virtual event. This is the last part of a full day of a half day book launch. So Tita Odette hosted a lunch book launch in LA with
yes,
close to 40 of her guests,
yes.
and really excited. And they're finishing up now in the restaurant. So we're for those who couldn't make it to LA, we've joined her to wish her congratulations and greetings and ask her questions about the book. So Yeah, so Tita Odette, tell us what's next for you after achieving this milestone and releasing your seventh book. What's next?
I'm going to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, and then I'm going to Bangkok, and then I'm going all second time to
Yes.
different places, and also to Singapore, and probably again to Maldives, and probably again with Nomad Mania to
Mm.
Angola. We'll see. But I will be living like 8 times a year. Just go, go, go is my motto.
Go.
Just
And
one
you'll be
question.
bringing a copy of, sorry, what
Don,
was
just
Huh?
that?
one question.
Yes, go ahead.
Is there any cash capital outlay for your book publishing or for you to have a book?
Uh, in authorhouse.com, I paid 1,005, but that includes 5 soft cover books and 1 hard book, and also 35 images, colored images. That it covers all that. So I
Oh,
think
Okay.
it's a very good price. They
yeah.
have different packages, like you can, if you just want black and white, it's very cheap. I mean, the book is only like $30, but my book now is 50 or $60
Is it a hard
because
cover?
it's colored.
It's
Uh-huh.
colored, and is it hard cover or soft cover? Paperback, or is it a hard
But
cover?
both. You
Oh,
can
you
order
have two
both.
versions. Okay.
Yeah, you can choose. Yeah,
And is it
you can
also
choose.
available? Is it also available in online Kindle or like
Yes,
a
also
ebook?
Kindle. 3.99 for Kindle. Yes.
All right. That's probably the easiest for those who couldn't wait for now. You can buy it from Kindle and you see the online, and obviously when you see Tito that you get a physical signed copy too, right? So yeah, you can buy it through Amazon through Kindle, paperback, and hard copy, hard-bound versions. Awesome. Uh, what advice would you give to aspiring travelers who dream of seeing more of the world, and also if they want to write a book but they haven't managed to write their book yet? So, what would you like to encourage
I
them,
think,
right? Like, yeah.
yeah. I already answered that, no?
Mm.
Yeah. So just
For the
get
one who
a
travel, yes.
page.
But how about the one who wants to write a book and they haven't really managed to write a book
Oh,
about
you
their
just,
world travels, but they,
yeah.
they probably want
You,
to write a book, but yeah.
yeah. You just write one page, and then you add, maybe, it should be like almost every day you add to what you wrote, because then I found out something. For example, you will say you ate Mexican food, and then you will say, "Oh, the Mexican food I love because of the smoky flavor of the grilled tacos." And then you add color, and then especially the avocado dip, which is so green and ripe and melts in your mouth. So you go back and forth to what you wrote, adding the five senses. You put your the five senses of smell, touch, see, eyes, and and because, for example, you are in a coffee shop, or then you will say, "Oh, the sweet aroma of coffee! It just makes me it drink some more and put latte and just expand and expand, and then for all you know, even if you were just writing about everyday stories, you will get more ideas because you're writing. Make it a habit to write. Do not say, "I will write when I feel like it." No,
Mm,
because that you're basing it on your emotion. You base it on the fact that you will write and finish your
mm,
book.
yeah. When you wrote the book, Tita, when you were doing the editing part, did you had to cut down some content, or A lot of the
Yeah, I had
content
to
of you,
some.
or you had to remove a lot of content because there were too
Not
many.
really a lot.
Right.
Yeah, not really a lot, but I had to remove some because
It will be.
sometimes it was too repetitious or similar. So it's like that. You have to cut and paste, or sometimes you
Mm,
have to really edit it the way you like it to be.
that's great. All right. We have I guess in the interest of time, because I know you guys are wrapping up in the restaurant there too. Are there any
Yeah.
questions in the audience in the virtual call? Now's your time.
I just
Hi,
want to
Tita.
congratulate
So,
you, Tita Odette. I have not met you in person, but I would love to meet you one day.
Oh
You're my
yeah.
light,
What's your name, dear?
Mary
Not
Beth.
not. Mary Beth. What's your
Yes,
last name?
I've been watching your posting and everything, so I wish I will meet you one of these days.
What's your last name? Did you ask me a friend request?
Yeah, Salinas. Salinas.
Selena. Okay, I
Yes.
will. I will check my. I will check my friend request, Mary Beth.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Yeah, I've
Thank
been
you.
watching you, and you're like my guiding light on what
Oh,
I'm
thank
doing.
you.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
just
Thank
finished
you.
my travel yesterday, so I'm home right now.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Mary
Con-
Beth.
Congratulations.
Thank you again.
Welcome.
Hmm.
And Bian, did you had something you wanted to say as well? Bian from Dubai? Yeah.
yeah, hi, Tita Odette. I just want to know,
Hi.
how did you come up with the title? With that?
Ah, okay. It's on the state of mind because I had a poem. I read a poem that it says.
Mm,
The poem reads something like, "If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you don't, you are not beaten. You don't. If you like to lose, but you think you're lost, you lose. It's all in the state of mind. Think big and you
oh,
will, yeah, think big and you will grow. Think small and you will fall behind. Those who think big will, it's all in the state of mind." Something like that. I don't remember it, but it's all in the state of mind what you're doing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's a good title, by the way.
Yes, yes. It's all in the state of mind.
Thank
It's a
you.
it's a great title. All right, I'll have my last question here in my list, Tita, which is how can readers best support you and spread your message after today's launch?
To best support me, just put it in Instagram or put it in Facebook, or I have my website, odettericasatravels.com, or
Mm.
my um you yeah YouTube, you video tube in, where is it? Video tube. Be, uh, anyway, it's in video tubes. I have I have interviews. I think it's all like 5 interviews over there.
Okay,
And then you can, yeah, and then they can share it.
that's great. You know what? I think even a better idea. We would
Uh,
love to have you nominated into the Nomad Main 2025 Nomad Mania Travel Awards under the Best Travel Book category, because your book was
oh,
published this year. So that will be a great, honor if we can get your book nominated into that category and people will vote. And, who knows, you could
yeah.
be a finalist and win.
Yeah,
So,
that's great. Yes, that's it. That will be
yes.
good.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
can, I guess, for people in the call, and you can share with your friends, Tita, the link and where they can nominate and nominate you for your book as well for this year. That'll be amazing.
Okay, good. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap up now, unless there are any other questions. Are there any, I guess, uh, final words of wisdom from Tita Odette on the book launch for today? And then we're going to give it a wrap. So, Tita, over to you.
Okay. Just keep persevering. It's all in the state of mind. Do what you can do for now. For now, but have a date, please. Just persevere. Do it and go.
Well done. Thank you so much, Tito, that for spending some time with us today for your virtual book launch after your physical book launch there in LA. It's truly an honor to speak with you and learn from you and sharing your book with us. So thank you so much for spending some time with us. And we look forward to seeing you again and seeing copies of your book. So, yeah, until then, congratulations. And on behalf of the global community of Filipino world travelers, we thank you and we send you our congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
Tita. That.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.